What's up, guys? Mike coming to you again from down in the dungeon, and it's been a little while since I've been able to make a video because we had a baby and a little baby boy, and so it's been kind of busy around my house. And so yeah, I wanted to make something pretty quick, a little short video, get out and get on the YouTubes, and I really want to launch some videos on this other channel that I have, and I am still planning on doing that, and I'll let you know, especially with all the madness going on right now in the world. But we'll see. It's just been it's been a very busy month. It's been a very busy couple of months. So but anyway, there's two things that I want to get across in this video, and really they could probably be a video all themselves, and maybe they will be once I get some clarity, a little bit more clarity on these things. But just two quick things I want to get out to you. One is, so I have a 13-year-old from a previous marriage, and then I've got she's not quite 2 yet, she's almost 2 from this current marriage. And we had her, let me tell you something, we weren't expecting to have children, so it was kind of a surprise. And I'm 40 years old, but let me tell you, this little girl is the absolute light of my life. I love her so much. It's absolutely ridiculous. And we got pregnant again, also kind of by accident. And so now this time we're having a little boy. Never had a little boy before, so this is going to be different. I'm sure it's going to be different. I don't know how it's going to be different, but you'll probably know about it once I figure it out. So far, the diaper changes are the only thing that's much different. but we'll see. But I had some concerns. I had some underlying concerns that maybe I wouldn't love this baby as much, it's a little boy, so that's totally different. It's another baby when I already love the one that we have so much. And we had even voiced, my wife was the same way, and we had even, casually said those things to, some of our friends or family or whatever. They're like, oh, don't worry about it. You'll love them the same. This is normal. It's, you'll love them the same. And it partly that they were right, but partly they were wrong, because it's not the same. It's not the same. But that doesn't mean that it isn't like great. It's so strange. It's like I don't love him the same as I love my almost 2-year-old. I love him completely different. Indescribably different. Like I can't even really put my finger on it. Like I love him. Like if there were 2 cups of love, I would love him the same amount, but it's different, and I haven't really figured out yet how it's different. I mean, he's only like 5 days old, so, but it's different. I love him too, like so much, but it is different. It's different, and I hadn't quite figured out how yet, and so there's that, and once I figure it out, I'll let you know. And then the other thing was, with some of the stuff that's going on in the news, this is and something that I've become aware of the more that I have learned about mental health, and the more that I've learned about my own mental health, is that sometimes you have to separate yourself from things that are going on. So my wife, I'm careful how much I want to disclose, but my wife works in a very potentially traumatic environment, okay? And sometimes she'll come home and she'll say, do you want to hear about this really traumatic thing that happened? And a lot of times I don't want to. Not because I'm not curious, not because I don't like to know what's going on, but because if it's not good for my mental health, then, or if it's I don't know if it's good or not because I don't know what it is, but if it's potentially not good for my mental health, then I don't need to hear it. I don't need to know about those things. So the reason I'm bringing this up is the flooding in Texas. Okay, there's devastating flooding that's going on that happened in Texas, and a lot of people died, and a large percentage of those people were children. And I know I know more about it than I should. Right? I saw a lot of people, not necessarily people, but like news organizations and things like that, posting online, like, man, I'll be quite honest with you, some of the most deplorable and heinous things that I've ever seen. And I didn't even see all of it because I just keep scrolling, because I see it and then I'm like, nope. And it bothers me it bothers me in a lot of ways, but it bothers me because they're doing it for money, right? Like a news organization, news organizations they get more views, more clicks off of bad news than good news, right? This has been a known fact for forever. But man, this one, like, maybe don't post some of those pictures. Like, what the fuck is the point of that, right? So I have actively taken an attitude of, I'm not going to look at it. I'm not going to look at it. I'm not going to dig into it. I'm not going to look at it. Nor am I going to let my wife look into it. Nor am I going to allow anyone in my house to talk about it. Now, that sounds like I'm avoiding it, right? Or I'm like dissociated from it, but that's not exactly what I'm doing. If this would have happened, I don't know, a year ago, 6 months ago, maybe I would be more inclined to look at it. But I just had a baby. And the last thing that I need to do for my mental health is go down that road, or let my wife go down that road, or to even have it in my house. So, I'm not judging people that are looking into it. No way. Because like I said, if it was 6 months ago, I would have too. But the point of this is that you have to kind of you have to filter and judge the things that you're consuming. Okay? Because if you're not in the right space for it, it can damage you. Okay, and it can damage you for a long time. I'm not going to say permanently, but it can cause you to really be damaged, and we don't want to do that. Okay, and if it's something that you shouldn't be looking at, then don't fucking look at it. I won't watch a movie that has a female rape scene. I just said rape on YouTube. Oh my God. But, I don't, if it's a man, like say if it's like Pulp Fiction or Deliverance, like I love those movies, right? I've watched them many times. For some reason that doesn't bother me as much. But if there's a R scene of a woman, like, I won't watch it. I'll straight turn that son bitch off. I don't care if it's the damn climax of the movie and I've watched it all up to that point. I'll turn the shit off. I don't care. Why? Because I don't need to see that. I don't need to see that, right? If it's implied, I'm okay with it. But there's some movies out there, some directors or whatever that are so sick that they'll put it in the movie, and I'm just not interested. I'm not interested. I don't like viewing that stuff. I'm not gonna view it. It's also kind of like, and this might sound a little bit sexist, but I don't like watching women in UFC. I don't like watching women punch each other in the face. I don't. That isn't something that I enjoy. I don't enjoy watching women punch women in the face and then their faces are all, fucked up and shit. I don't enjoy that stuff. It's not even a mental health thing now. It's just like a preference thing. But it's like, I don't want to see women beating up other women. I don't need to see that. To me, I mean, I understand like equality in sports and stuff or whatever it is, but I don't know, man. I don't know how anybody likes watching that. I just don't. Last thing I'll say, because it's kind of on the topic, but you see these like slap competitions, dude. First of all, if you're engaged in these slap competitions, you're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry, you are. Have you never heard of CTE? You're a fucking moron. You're a fucking idiot. Like, you know, and CTE happens in football, and it happens in like boxing and these like UFC, like these kind of things, right? Because people are getting hit in the head, right? But in a boxing match, and in like a UFC fight, they can block those blows, right? Obviously, sometimes they don't, but they're blocking a lot of those blows. Are not, you know, in football, you're wearing a helmet. But in these slap competitions, these stupid motherfuckers are just standing there and letting people hit them in the head to the point where they instantly go cold. You are dumb as fuck. You're dumb as that. I mean, I guess there's a question. How much money would you have to pay me to allow, you know, for me to just stand there and let somebody just hit me as hard as they can without blocking or defending or anything? I mean, it didn't, you know, it's not six figures, right? It's not, it's probably not 7, maybe 8, 9 figures. But dang, dude, you gotta be the dumbest. Anyway, I don't know how I got onto that. Violence and hitting people, right? So certainly don't like, it's funny to watch the women. It is a little bit funny to watch the women hit each other because they don't generally knock each other out. Like, they just hit each other and then they're like, I don't know, you know, but the men, whoo, damn. Like, if you don't knock the other dude out, you kind of failed the test, you know? Anyway, I've gotten way off. Take care of your mental health. Do not consume things that you know are going to be negative for your mental health, okay? And the other one is, you don't know till you know. You don't know till you know. People can tell you all this stuff. Oh, it's going to be wonderful. Oh, it's going to be this and that. But you don't really know until you know. Okay, you don't really know until you experience it. And be open to the experience. Don't think, you know, you shouldn't go into an experience thinking, oh, you know, I have these crazy expectations. No, just go into it. And then what happens, happens. Okay, and that's it. All right, and a short video kind of today, and I've got another topic that I want to cover. Maybe I can do that tomorrow. But anyway, I'll see you guys then.